Road trips. You guys like road trips? I love traveling around the country. It's a great time to just, think and clear your head and listen to good music and see cool things. It's great. And while you're driving, you also see a lot of different kinds of cars, right? Lots of different kinds of vehicles on the road. Let's say you're on a road trip with a friend. Your friend's driving. You're in their car. And your friend points out a Lamborghini and says, "That's me. That's I'm supposed to be in a Lamborghini." Okay, and you're like, "Well, yeah, that's a nice car, but like this Honda gets really great gas mileage. It's never failed you. We're trucking along, we're having a good time. The AC's going, the radio's blasting. Good company here. It's doing the job." And your friend's like, "No, but I am a Lamborghini. I'm not a Honda. I'm not a sedan." And you're so confused because of course not. Your friend is not the car that your friend is driving. Your friend is your friend, defined by their heart and their mind and their soul and the way they treat you. So you're confused. And your friend's just going on and on and on about how their life will not be complete until they get a Lamborghini and they can really start living and people can really see them for who they are. And you think, well, I already see you for who you are, don't I? I didn't think you were a Honda. I thought you were a child of God. Okay, I think this is a little overt, this metaphor here, but obviously what I'm getting at is that we are not these bodies. And so much of what's going on in the world today with people feeling like they are misunderstood or they are in the wrong body, is a lot of it is because, like, yes, gender dysphoria is a thing. It is. But it's a thing. It's become such a big deal and so misunderstood because of the fact that we all identify as being our bodies rather than identifying as a soul, as a spirit, as a child of God. Okay? Because who you are has nothing to do with what this looks like. Okay? But when you live in a world that has turned you into an object, well then who you are according to other people is all about what this looks like. Now, we should all express ourselves however we feel, right? But what is prompting how we feel? Is it society's judgments of us? Is it our cultural expectations? Of course, all of these things influence our self-esteem and our sense of self. So it's no shock or no surprise to me that in a world that has objectified everybody and denied the existence of God and shamed people for stepping outside of the boxes that are prescribed to them, that you're going to have people rising up and being confused, okay, and saying, these boxes, these labels have really hurt me. And in that confusion that has been caused by these labels, we think the answer is to create more boxes and more labels. I understand where people are coming from because it's like, I'm not this thing you're saying I am, this box. Well, no, it's because you're not any box. You're the thing inside of a box. You're the thing inside of a vehicle. And you get to decide, you get to tell the world who you are by how you act, by how you treat others, by how you move through the world. That's who you are. Nobody was ever born with a vagina and at age 20 looked down and had a penis. That's not a thing that happens. A thing that happens is that doctors who maybe they're actually butchers go in and chop off body parts or add body parts. That's a thing we do. Okay? It's not wrong to be any person, any kind of person, to feel any sort of way. But what is wrong, what is a misunderstanding, is to identify with this. And we have done that because we have denied our real essence, which is spirit, which is soul, driving this thing around. You're not a Honda, you're not a Lamborghini, I'm not this Kia Sportage. You know? I take care of it. I change the oil, I wash it, vacuum it, because I have to live in it when I'm on the road, and I want it to be nice for me, and I want it to be reliable. I want it to get me where I need to go. Same thing with our bodies. You know? These bodies are a gift, but these bodies are not us. They can impact us, and they do. Right? There's a feedback loop happening. The way we think impacts our bodies, and the way what we do with our bodies impacts the way we think. You know, we have to be balanced mentally, spiritually, physically to have wholeness and real health. We have to address all of these things while identifying with none of it, really. Just being, just observing. Just like when you're on a road trip. You're not the trees you're seeing. You're not the cars driving by. You're not any of it. You're just the person on the road taking it in. That's what we're doing. We're on a big road trip, guys. So just love ourselves and one another. You know? This is what Jesus said. You know, love your neighbor like yourself. Okay, well, first off, you better love yourself, right? Because if you're hating yourself, then you're loving your brother like yourself means you're hating your brother. And you can't forgive anybody, so you forgive yourself. You can't be right with anybody, so you get right with yourself. And you can't get right with yourself, so you get right with God. You know? So, yeah. These bodies are great. They're such a gift, but it's not what we are.